Well, here we are on YouTube.
Yeah. Well, how to do, partner?
Well, how y'all doing? Oh,
yeah. Hi, y'all. Oh boy. Oh dear. Oh boy.
We're really sorry.
I'm just a cowboy riding my horse. Yeehaw!
No.
Well, let me sing you a song.
I shouldn't have started that.
There's a tear
No.
in my bear, and I lost my girl. She gone.
Oh boy. All right. Well, here we are on YouTube. Thank you for joining us wherever you're joining us from. Disclaimer. All right. Disclaimer. Ryan and I don't really listen to a lot of country. In fact, I live in a part of Canada where I would say a lot of people listen to country, and I stand out like a sore thumb. As someone who, like, when people talk about...
Yeah, you live in Alberta. You can see, you live in Alberta, Canada, which is like the Texas of Canada, almost. To some degree. It's like the south central of Canada is the north middle part of Canada, or whatever, the central part of Canada. Yeah.
And, like, it's not because I don't like country. It's just well, okay, no.
We just don't listen to it. I think we just don't go out and listen to it.
There's a part of me that doesn't like it, but then there's a part of me that's always curious. You know, and I'm curious a couple of things. I'm curious to know why I don't like country, what it is that, because there's parts of it where I'm like, it doesn't really get me excited about anything. And then there's other times where I'm like, actually, this is really good, but I'm, and anyway, I want to answer the question why I do or don't like country. And I think that's why we got this request.
Yeah, well, we did some. Oh, what was his name? We with Justin Timberlake.
Stapleton, Chris Stapleton.
Okay, so we did a couple Chris, and I think he's defined as outlaw country, maybe, or is that what it's called? That kind of rock and roll-ish type. I would say dark country in the sense of like it's kind of that gritty country feel to it, and like kind of a bad boy. He's a bad boy of country. I'm not opposed. I think the younger Ryan. Teenage Ryan, I was a heavy metal guy, rock and roll, heavy metal. So country was kind of like for wimpy men, right? You can't play metal, so you must be a country star. Is kind of, they're just a glorified pop star who plays a guitar. Is maybe how I looked at it with a twang in their voice. However, I don't feel that way anymore, and I'm definitely more open to hearing country artists. But just like our other artists on our channel, which we won't say who because it doesn't really cross over onto the country part, but it's just Nathan and I wouldn't know where to look. Like I wouldn't even know where to begin. I couldn't name you 5 country stars that are current today. So Chris Stapleton was a guy that I never heard of before till our channel. Yeah. And I really dug his stuff. And so I think we said in one of our reactions to Chris was, look, guys, we kind of like that Southern rock type feeling of, that could be a good segue or that kind of segue into a country. Country to popular belief. I enjoy country. Okay. You know what? It really doesn't matter. This is ridiculous. What do we have here? This is absolutely ridiculous.
Blake Shelton, God's Country. That's the name of this. You don't know who he is? Are you reading the thing or should I?
Okay, Blake. This is what I know about Blake. He's 7 feet tall. He's married to Gwen Stefani. Oh, okay. I believe. He's on The Voice. He's one of the judges. That might have been where he met Gwen. I'm not sure. But that's all I know. And he's on The Voice. He's like a big boy. I think he's 7 feet tall. Oh, wow. And why I know that much about him and Gwen, I don't know, but I know they're together. And I've never heard a Blake song in my life.
Okay, interesting.
You?
Yeah. No, I don't know anything about this.
Okay, so God's Country. I believe this song is about Pakistan. Okay, let's go. No, wrong country. Did I? It's not.
Well, so far it doesn't look like Pakistan.
Right outside of this one church town, there's a gold dirt road to a whole lot of nothing. Got a deed to the land, but it ain't my ground. This is God's country.
Reminds me
We
of
pray
Yellowstone.
for rain and thank him when it's
Talk
falling,
after. I
'cause
can't
it
hear you.
brings a grain and a little bit of
can't hear
money.
you.
We put it back in a plate. I guess that's why they call it God's country. I saw the light in a sunrise, sitting back in a 40 on the muddy riverside, getting baptized in holy water and shine with the dogs running. Saved by the sound of a pin found Dixie whistle in the wind that'll get you heaven bound. The devil went down to Georgia, but he didn't stick around. This is God's country. We turn the dirt and work until the week's done. We take a break and break bread on Sunday, then do it all again, 'cause we're proud to be from God's country. I saw the light in a sunrise, sitting back in a 40 on the muddy riverside, getting baptized in holy water and shine with the dogs running. Saved by the sound of a pin found Dixie whistle in the wind that'll get you heaven bound. The devil went down to Georgia, but he didn't stick around. This is God's country. God's country. I don't care what my headstone reads or what kind of pine wood box I end up in. When it's my time, lay me 6 feet deep in God's country. I saw the light in a sunrise, sitting back in a 40 on the muddy riverside, getting baptized in holy water and shine with the dogs running. Saved by the sound of a pin found Dixie whistle in the wind that'll get you heaven bound. The devil went down to Georgia, but he didn't stick around. This is God's country. Yeah, I saw the light in a sunrise, sitting back in a 40 on the muddy riverside, getting baptized in holy water and shine with the dogs running. Saved by the sound of a pin found Dixie whistle in the wind that'll get you heaven bound. The devil went down to Georgia, but he didn't stick around. This is God's country.
Better put that tractor fire out.
Yes, let's be. Yeah, it's still burning. It's still burning to this day. All right. Would you like to start, or would you like me to start, Nathan?
I'm going to start with this one.
Sure.
First of all, video was fantastic. Reminded me of almost exactly of Alberta. There's a lot of places that look like that in Alberta.
It's Oklahoma, by the way.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
And I can see, like, my in-laws are big country fans, and like my brother-in-laws. I can see why that would appeal to them. The visuals would definitely appeal to them.
Okay.
And other things too. Like, I love that rattlesnake, and anyway. So I'm gonna put the video aside though for a second.
Sure.
Okay?
Well, we saw the video, so that's part of the reaction.
Musically, it sounded like what we've listened to before. That kind of outlaw reminded me of that kind of Young Guns, Yellowstone.
Yeah, it does remind me of kind of a Young Guns. Yeah. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
A little bit Bon Jovi, even. Like, to me, one of the things that I think Bon Jovi did is he kind of found a middle ground there between rock and country, and I know he's even done more of a country album, I believe.
Yeah, Lost Highway, which is a great album. I saw that tour. I love Lost Highway because it's that blending of the rock with the southern flavor, which I think I totally love. So this is that avenue for me. It's still a little bit more country than that album, but I think Bon Jovi's Lost Highway was actually like nominated in country categories. It was country. Sorry, go ahead. Keep going. Yeah.
So one of the cool things that I liked about that was, this. I think that's one of the things that country has adopted or has kind of gone, instead of going away from rock. There was a time when especially when we were growing up, it was like country's over here and rock's over here, and
it was a divide. It was a divide.
Yeah, it was a divide. And today I think that's different. I think there's kind of like there's pieces that come together quite often. So I liked it. I found that easy to listen to, and I could listen to it again.
And we should say this was from Anastasia. I think we forgot to mention that.
Yes, we forgot to mention that. Yes.
Anastasia, thank you so much. Yeah, so Anastasia is obviously a fan of our channel, I guess, and wanted our take on this song from Blake. Now, what I loved about this song, well, I loved everything. I think I'm going to enjoy. If we get more country requests, I think I'm going to enjoy the journey. If it's this type of vein. I like Nathan. I love the visuals of the land and because I love westerns. I think Nathan knows this about me. I'm a huge western fan. Like I love the films, western films, and I love the aesthetics of that. Meaning, like the horses, the rolling hills, and the dust and the dirt, and I've always said that if I could ever go back in time and live in an age of time, I know it's glamorized. I get it, but the idea of being a cowboy and riding a horse and living off the land, like that is romantic to me. And I find there's romance in that I really love. So I get that through film. And I feel like, why am I not doing that through music? Because I love Western films. I mean, I'm a Western nut. And I should. So part of me is like, why am I not more into Western music or country music? I don't know. I think it was like, it stems from a prejudice when I was a kid or a teenager. And I just never investigated it when I got older. So this is I think Blake might be a great step forward. Blake, Chris Stapleton. So if people are watching this, they're like, oh, okay. So that's kind of where we're at right now. The time is recording that type of sound and energy. And this song was really cool. I just love that outlaw rock, kind of anthem. We're Canadian, but I admit I kind of like, I like the American, I don't know what it is, that American ideal of land and country and freedom and the sunsets. Like I don't know what it is. I get wrapped up in that as well. And I'm partial to that, I guess. And yeah, so this song was a great anthem to, the freedom that we have in the lands and we can enjoy here. And I know it's idealistic. I understand that, but that's what the song's meant to do. It's meant to kind of bring people maybe to that feeling of hey, we're in a pretty good country, and if Blake wants to call it God's country, that's his right. And I think it's he loves his country and he's proud of it, and that's a good thing to be. So I hope we get more country. I think this would be a good avenue for this channel to go down. We have not really tapped the country vein, so to speak, full time yet. So it'd be interesting to see if we get more requests for that.
Interesting that you bring that up, because there's one coming after this.
Well, G. Willikers, I think it's from Anastasia again, but we'll see. Okay, all right. So thank you so much, Anastasia. Awesome request, right in our wheelhouse. I think she nailed it. I think she knows what we like, and this is definitely a segue song for sure. Yeah,
absolutely. Thank you so much, Anastasia, and we will see you on the next one.